Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Cal, this is Working with Resonance, and this is a relationship reading for Taurus. Welcome Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're travelling well. We're looking at the energies for you, your partner or your person, and the connection. We will look at the overall energies for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and then we'll look at each of you individually. In the preparation, it was a little bit interesting. By the end of the period, it's like both of you were completely disinterested. So I'm curious to find out what happens in the reading itself. So let's just jump straight in, Taurus. We are looking at the overall energies of you for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Plunging headfirst into change, Knight of Swords and the universe. Interesting. It feels like you're in a rush to either change this connection or to bring it to an end with the Knight of Swords and the universe. You definitely have a desire for something new, something different. Whether that different is outside of this connection or not, only really you will know that, but we'll see how it plays out here. Eight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. For your person, romantic or otherwise, they too are looking for change over the next 4 to 6 weeks. There's an emotional withdrawal here. They're trying to find their own balance. They are having an activation through Saturn, it feels. So they could be very much in their thinking mind. For the connection itself, the Seven of Wands. Both potentially very defensive or closed off to the other. There's not a lot of communication happening. It's more about protecting the self on both sides for us. That's the overall energies for the next 4 to 6 weeks. I'll just move these ones out of the way and we'll have a look at each of you individually. Someone's feeling very tired. Someone is feeling very tired. Almost, it's just a disengagement is how it's presenting. Let's have a look at you, Taurus, individually. We've got the Four of Pentacles and Strength. Could be finding the strength to bite your tongue. Pardon me. There is some communication presenting or some obstacles to communication presenting, Taurus. You could have been at odds, feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall. It kind of feels like you're just now going, you know what, I'll just leave you to it and stepping back. King of Cups, interesting, and the Nine of Swords, because this King of Cups presented as the Knight. There is a desire for romance. However, the King of Cups is holding back the emotions. And this is the result of some fear with the Nine of Swords. In holding back the emotion, it's almost kind of like, well, I'm here. If you want me, come get me. but then at the same time, there's this emanation of fear, of anxiety, of worry. So that's actually pushing away. There's communication, something stuck around communication. Mercury is in retrograde at the moment. The moon is in Taurus at the moment. So energetically, you could be feeling an intensity within the physiological experience. It may not be in your conscious awareness at this time. Wow. Six of Wands, this is towards the end of the 4 to 6 weeks. Six of Wands and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So potentially you've overcome the communication issues, or you've just decided enough is enough and I'm heading off on my own here. I'm going to focus on my own success. The fear no longer there, but it feels like the fear is no longer there because you're no longer pushing that energy out, no longer engaging with the frequency. So let's have a look at your person. Taurus, could be Capricorn. The Devil and the Lovers. Oh. Devil bringing through strong Capricorn frequency. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. They have some decisions to make. Do they continue doing things the way that they are, or do they do it differently? Do they play by the rules and stay small, or do they expand and follow their passion, their creativity? I'm not sure of the trigger for this decision. They could be feeling caged, definitely. They could be feeling very stuck. They too could be over the head butting and the friction that was showing in your Four of Pentacles and strength. What is it that they truly desire? That's a question that they're asking themselves. Interesting. Prince of Swords and the Six of Cups. While they may not be expressing it truthfully, there is a lot of love here. There is a lot of compassion here. I do feel like it's locked inside quite deep, because at the surface level, it's a lot of red herrings. So there's a lot of sidestepping the issue. If you're pushing to find out what they actually feel for you, Taurus, then you're probably not going to get a straight answer. King of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Wands. They're deciding not to make a decision. They're deciding not to make a decision and wait for you to do that. And over here on your side, it does appear that you are doing that, Taurus. Facing the fear and choosing your happiness, whether that's inside or outside of this connection, is outside the scope of this particular period of time. All right. For the connection itself, these are the points at which things kind of both of you experiencing. There is again strong Capricorn frequencies here. King of Pentacles, there is a focus on the surface level, focus on the money side of things. While there is plenty, there is also coming through a sense of restriction or lack, which is really interesting. Maybe very much watching the pennies. There may be a restriction or contraction in the physical manifestation of this connection, but very strongly the focus coming through here is on the material things. So it feels like there's plenty. It feels like there's a solid, secure, stable foundation financially, but at the same time, there's a restriction. Okay, it's almost coming through as a focus on lack. So if that's resonating, do be careful not to sit in that too much, because then you'll resonate at that, and that's what you'll be attracting. Okay, 10 of Cups. Does feel like this connection has been around for a while, and the phase that it's been going through is coming to close, which is probably why both of you are kind of in that space of dissatisfaction, questioning, disengaging, waiting for what comes next. Well, you won't have to wait long, because the Hanged Man is in reverse. The thing is, however, it does kind of feel like, because it's coming into kind of a lull or a place of transition, that triggers in both of you the need to take action, right? The mind can't handle that things are changing. For their part, they're showing that they're just not making a decision. They're going to leave it in your hands, is how it feels. You are making some kind of decision here to face the fear and do what's right for you very successfully. So overall, could be a bit of a turbulent 4 to 6 weeks. Mercury, as I said, is in retrograde, and that is potentially having an impact, particularly around the communication. Take it one day at a time, Taurus. Just love yourself through the process. As it unfolds, one moment at a time, try and bring your thoughts, words, and actions into alignment with what it is that you desire, and allow things to unfold as much as possible. It does feel like there's a true awareness of the discomfort, and that's triggering the acquired, pardon me, habits of, I've got to do something, I've got to take action, I have to control the outcome. Yes. So there you go. That's your relationship read for this period of time. They do tend to unfold over 4 to 6 weeks. So please, again, take care of you. Love you, Taurus. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.